I'm surprised people still talk about it.
Not every McD's menu item can have the longevity of the Big Mac or McNuggets. Did you know that McDonald's once got into the Tex-Mex game? Or took a run at Domino's and Pizza Hut? And how does a bowl of McSoup sound? These are 10 canceled McDonald's items that people still talk about in 2023.
Are we really still talking about this?
McLean Deluxe.
I'm going on a diet.
Let's talk about the McLean Deluxe, a burger that was once part of McDonald's ill-fated Deluxe line. This burger had aspirations of being the healthier alternative to its greasier counterparts, and it came with a unique twist. The McLean Deluxe was a creation that included the classic combo of ketchup and mustard, along with some crisp lettuce, pickles, and a slice of juicy tomato, all cradled between a bakery-style roll. But what set it apart was its reduced-fat patty, making it a leaner choice for those looking for healthier options. The patty wasn't your typical 100% beef. Instead, it was made with only 90% meat thanks to the addition of carrageenans, a chemical derived from red seaweed. Now, you might be wondering about the whole deluxe line. Well, it was McDonald's attempt at catering to health-conscious diners in the 1990s. Unfortunately, it's best known as a major marketing misstep.
Failure of any kind is failure.
The McLean Deluxe was the pioneer of this line, introduced in 1991. In terms of nutrition, the McLean Deluxe claimed to have 10 to 16 grams less fat than a standard Big Mac, offering a lighter option for calorie counters. However, despite its noble intentions, most folks who sunk their teeth into the McLean Deluxe found it to be a tad lackluster in the flavor department. The patty's attempt at being healthier left it with a reputation for being somewhat, tasteless. This, combined with the lackluster performance of the entire Deluxe line, led to its retirement at the beginning of the 2000s. So, while the McLean Deluxe may not have been a standout success, it remains a footnote in the ever-evolving story of McDonald's menu experiments.
Thanks for trying.
McSoup.
Hey guys, somebody making soup?
Fast food and soup, not exactly a combination that rolls off the tongue, right? It's a culinary oddity that's left many of us scratching our heads. I mean, soup is a comfort food loved by many and relatively easy on the wallet. So why haven't the fast food giants embraced it with open arms? Well, part of the answer might be traced back to McDonald's ill-fated release of the McSoup. The concept was pure simplicity: offer a cup of hot, savory soup to the masses. But oh, how it all went south for the fast food behemoth.
Something went wrong.
In fact, many folks consider the McSoup to be one of McDonald's most colossal failures. So what went wrong? Well, it turns out that the McSoup was essentially Campbell's soup poured into a McDonald's cup, a fact that wasn't exactly hidden. This lack of innovation and a rushed approach left a lot to be desired, and customers weren't thrilled. With a hearty rebranding and a more thoughtful approach to preparation, though, the McSoup could, in theory, one day make a comeback.
We'll be back before you know it.
McPizza.
Pizza! We like pizza!
This discontinued McDonald's menu item did have its moment in the sun. Well, more like a couple of decades, starting in the mid-1980s. It was a bold move by the Golden Arches, attempting to break into the pizza game, and boy did it make waves. Picture this: you stroll into a McDonald's and instead of the usual burger and fries, you order yourself a pizza. Yes, you heard that right, a pizza at McDonald's. In the beginning, it was a family-sized pizza affair, served piping hot and brought to your table by a friendly McDonald's employee. The pizza proudly perched on a raised rack in the center of the table like a culinary centerpiece. But as time went on, they downsized the dream, turning it into a personal-sized pizza. By 1991, the McPizza experiment had grown, with over 500 locations across the land trying their hand at this Italian-inspired treat. It seemed like McDonald's was about to become a pizza empire as well. However, as they say, all good things must come to an end.
We're in the end game now.
McPizza faced a challenge that even Ronald McDonald himself couldn't overcome. It's cooking time. It took a leisurely 11 to 16 minutes to whip up a McPizza, which in the fast food universe might as well be an eternity. Fast service was McDonald's calling card, and the McPizza just couldn't keep up. Today, the McPizza is a relic of the past, a piece of fast food history. You can still track down this elusive item at one lone location in Orlando, Florida, where it clings to existence amidst a sea of Big Macs and McNuggets.
You have been awfully clingy of late.
Cheddar Melt.
Just a little bit for it to melt.
Let's talk about the Cheddar Melt, a McDonald's menu item that's had a roller coaster ride of an existence. This burger first graced the Midwest in 1985, and boy, was it a mouthful. It started as a hefty 1/3 pound patty tucked between a rye bun, adorned with crispy fried onions and a generous drizzle of cheddar sauce. A burger fit for a cheese-lovin' king, right? But like any good fast food experiment, it underwent some tinkering.
We're going to cut you open and tinker with your ticker.
The final version of the Cheddar Melt that we remember was a 1/4 pounder, topped with a savory combination of grilled onions, teriyaki sauce, and that delectable cheddar cheese sauce, all sandwiched between that unmistakable rye bun. And if you were feeling particularly famished, you could even supersize it into a full meal deal. Here's where the Cheddar Melt story takes a few quirky turns. It made its national debut in 1988, only to disappear into the McDonald's vault later that very same year. But the Cheddar Melt was a burger that didn't like being forgotten. It came back for an encore performance in 2004, tantalizing taste buds once more. However, it seems like lightning doesn't strike the same burger twice, as it bid adieu in the same year, leaving fans craving more.
More.
First time here? Well, you don't even need to leave your seat to hit that subscribe button, so go ahead and smash it. Let us be your virtual video drive-thru. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll.
The cinnamon roll, a fleeting temptation that graced the Golden Arches for a mere 3 years. These weren't your grandma's homemade cinnamon rolls, but they held their own in the world of fast food pastries. While they didn't exactly revolutionize the pastry game, they were a comforting choice for those in search of a sweet treat during their McDonald's visits. In a bid to spice things up, McDonald's decided to try something different. Out went the classic cinnamon rolls, and in came the Cinnamon Melts. These little bites of heaven were slices of bread delicately adorned with a mixture of butter, brown sugar, and the ever-enticing cinnamon.
I detect a hint of cinnamon.
They were baked to perfection with a luscious cream cheese topping to seal the deal. Imagine the aroma that wafted through the air as these beauties were cooked to golden brown perfection, only to be crowned with a tantalizing cream cheese icing drizzle. But alas, the Cinnamon Melts didn't quite hit the sweet spot with customers either. Perhaps it was a case of poor advertising, or maybe it was just a matter of timing. The mystery of why these scrumptious cinnamon creations failed to win over fans remains unsolved, leaving us to ponder what might have been.
So what'd you think?
Chicken fajitas.
Here are those fajitas that you demanded.
The McDonald's Chicken Fajita, a menu item that still has a dedicated fan base in the American market, with memories that make their taste buds tingle with nostalgia. Some folks were so enamored by this savory sensation that they even took to social media to launch campaigns begging for its triumphant return. This was a tantalizing, budget-friendly delight nestled on the dollar menu. McDonald's Chicken Fajitas promised a fiesta of flavors, living up to its name in every bite. Inside a warm flour tortilla, you'd find tender chunks of chicken, a melty blanket of cheese, and a colorful medley of onions, green and red bell peppers. It was a mouth-watering mosaic that could be customized to your taste, thanks to those handy packets of picante sauce that you could drizzle to your heart's content. Now, for those who had the pleasure of trying one, the chicken fajita was a treat worth celebrating. But here's the twist in the tale.
That's a twist. That's very twisty.
Despite its flavorful appeal, it never quite achieved blockbuster status. In fact, around the year 2013, the curtain closed on its run and it was retired from the McDonald's menu. But here's where it gets interesting. While it bid adieu to the American market, the chicken fajita can still be found on limited Canadian McD's menus.
Nothing happens in Canada.
McStuffin'.
You stuffed your horn?
In a bid to diversify their menu and shake things up, McDonald's unleashed this unique creation upon the world. Now, the concept behind the McStuffin' was pretty intriguing. Imagine warm, freshly baked French bread, but there's a twist. It was stuffed with the fillings of your choice. Yes, you heard that right. Customization was the name of the game. You could opt for classic cheese, pepperoni for the pizza lovers, or even go for the exotic flair of chicken teriyaki. McDonald's was definitely thinking outside the bun with this one. But despite the bold and inventive idea, the McStuffin didn't quite take flight.
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Market testing didn't yield the results McDonald's had hoped for, yet they decided to launch it anyway, holding on to the hope that the public would somehow embrace this unique offering. Sadly, the McStuffin struggled to find its place on the McDonald's menu. Just a year after its debut, the McStuffin made its exit from the menu for good, leaving a trail of disappointed taste buds in its wake. It's a bit of a culinary heartbreak because, with a bit of rebranding and perhaps a catchier name, the McStuffin might have had a shot at fast food glory. As it stands, it remains a tantalizing memory of a time when McDonald's dared to dream beyond burgers.
I had a dream last night that a hamburger was eating me.
Fish McBites.
Come on, you stupid fish! Take the bait!
Oh, the Fish McBites, a curious addition to the McDonald's menu back in 2013. These bite-sized morsels of delight were tender pieces of Alaskan pollock fillet, the same fish that graces the Filet-O-Fish, lovingly coated in a golden batter and fried to that perfect shade of golden brown. And of course, they came with tartar sauce ready for dipping. The timing of their release was no accident. It coincided with Lent, a time when many folks opt for fish over meat. The Fish McBites were meant to be a seasonal side dish and even found their way into Happy Meals. Served in a special carton-style container, these bites had a lid that held dipping sauces when opened, making them the perfect on-the-go snack.
You go, girl!
But alas, the response to these fishy delights was lukewarm at best from foodies and the general public alike. It seemed that not even a golden coating could win over the hearts and taste buds of McDonald's fans. Since the Fish McBites didn't exactly give sales the boost McDonald's was hoping for, they quietly disappeared from the menu. The marketing department might have hoped that nobody would notice, but people still wonder what happened to those little fishy bites.
That is an excellent question.
McHotDog.
Slide those hot dogs down your throat.
Let's talk about a McDonald's menu item that's as classic as it gets, the McHotDog. Now, McDonald's might be synonymous with burgers these days, but believe it or not, hot dogs made an appearance on the menu during the late 1990s, debuting with all the marketing fanfare it deserved. The McHotDog was simplicity personified. It didn't need fancy frills or extravagant toppings. It was a hot dog nestled snugly in a soft bun, adorned with classic condiments, mustard and ketchup. Sometimes the simplest things in life are the most satisfying.
Somebody get this man a hot dog!
And the McHotDog embodied that sentiment. Despite its straightforward design and its marketing campaign, the McHotDog struggled to steal the spotlight from its burger brethren. Perhaps it was the unwavering love affair between customers and the classic McDonald's burgers that proved too strong to break. As a result, the McHotDog eventually bid farewell after clinging to the menu for over a decade. But you know what they say about the allure of nostalgia? In 2007, a few McDonald's locations in central Pennsylvania decided to bring back the McHotDog due to overwhelming demand from local sports enthusiasts. It was a tasty testament to the enduring appeal of simple, classic flavors.
Sounds appealing.
Eggs Benedict McMuffin.
So now we're just supposed to eat Eggs Benedict?
Let's talk about the Eggs Benedict McMuffin, a breakfast venture that McDonald's embarked on in an attempt to freshen up their morning menu. The idea seemed like a slam dunk. After all, Eggs Benedict is a timeless breakfast classic that has delighted palates for over a century. In theory, it should have been a winner. You start with the trusty McMuffin, poach an egg to perfection, and generously drape it in creamy hollandaise sauce. Throw in some crispy bacon or ham, and voila, you've got yourself a breakfast masterpiece. Simple, right?
It's as simple as that.
Unfortunately, it didn't quite pan out that way. The first hiccup McDonald's encountered was with the poached egg. The delicate timing required to poach the perfect egg clashed with the fast-paced world of McDonald's breakfast service. As a result, they used the traditional McMuffin egg, which didn't quite meet the expectations expectations of discerning breakfast lovers. Despite this setback, McDonald's deserves a nod for crafting their own hollandaise sauce, a feat not easily accomplished on such a massive scale. However, the public's response to the Eggs Benedict McMuffin was less than enthusiastic, and it was eventually removed from the menu.
Damn you, Eggs Benedict.
We're serving up great videos 24/7. Just tap or click, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell to join our notification squad.